It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Love, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. Alright, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. A week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Welcome to the BEC Show.
Hey, what's a guan?
Oh, that's what you wanted? That's what you wanted? Let me see. I got it for you.
A new space, but the same show. Bacon, Egg, and Cheese, Lady Luck, Miss Lissa, Babs Bunny. We're here, okay? We told you the show was going to look different, and it looks different, but it's going to feel bigger and better. Welcome to our new platform.
All right. What's how y'all ladies been doing?
Everything's great.
It's a good day.
Now, let me ask you, especially Luck, how do you feel now? Does it feel a little weird to you not being on a live show? Because, you know, for y'all that don't know, Luck is the live. She say she the she guard, but she the live guard. You know what I'm saying? So she loves to go live. So I want to know, Luck, how do you feel? How you feeling right now? You having a little anxiety?
No anxiety. This is cool. I definitely wanna I'm all about growth and change, and stagnant water stinks, so I'm definitely here for the new platform.
Yeah.
Okay, and my mic is not connected, but I got one. And my got a speaker. My mic come with a speaker, son. What?
My mother loved that. That's the
Hold on, how we do it? Because not only do I have a mic, I have a mic with a mic flag. Okay, hold on. Hey. Okay. Make sure you head to MissLissaKnows.com after the show and show some love. Speaking of showing love, although we don't have badges, you can still donate to the cause. You can still assist us in elevating this platform by doing one of two things. You can either Cash App $the BEC Show. Is that right?
Yes.
Perfect. Or you can go to our Patreon, which you should do either way. You should head over to Patreon, and you can do that right now because we're not live. So you can actually open up another tab, open up another window, go to Patreon and support our Patreon because we have a lot of exclusive content over there, including interviews. We're going to have fun moments with Uncle Luck, Lady Luck. We're going to have exclusive bunny tales and so much more. So get over there too.
Yes, but let me say this. It feels a little bit weird to me right now because the camera's a little bit off. Like it seems like, you look one way, but it's really this way and this way. So it's just something that I got to get used to. And then not seeing the people scroll up in the box is a little bit kind of weird to me. But, it is what it is. We here. We outside. I mean, inside. And Lister's in her mansion. But,
just my husband get home from work. Now, speaking of work, we're going to work on these hot topics. So we're going to go to everyone's favorite lady Luck. Luck, what are the topics for the day? What are the menu looking like?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing on the menu is something that I found to be interesting. In Vancouver, Canada, they are now decriminalizing all hard drugs. So that means that you can have crack, heroin, meth, anything, and it is decriminalized. But now there is a gentleman up there who apparently is a ex-con, and he is opening a store, and literally it is the drug store. So he will be selling MDMA, Molly or ecstasy. He will be selling opioids, heroin, cocaine, and crack openly. He was saying that he will not be selling fentanyl, and he is guaranteeing everyone to have high quality products. He is not telling anyone where his source is, and the government is not with it. They say that you will go to jail, sir. Well, he said he doesn't care because if you're going to legalize the drugs, make it so that people can have some place to go and get it good, And then he has his friend who says that he's going to test the drugs and it is up to 95% pure. No, if you love drugs, go to Vancouver. They have decriminalized it, and you can go to the literal drug store and buy your drugs. How do you ladies feel about that?
You know how our grandparents said we are in our last days? Baby, are we? Like, what is happening when we're gonna, decriminalize the things that are, we need to like have more control over what's going on. I miss censorship. I miss good television. I miss when drugs were just secretive and people had it on the low. I don't want everybody with their high key crack. Like that's crazy to me. Like I seen a crackhead doing some crack in the train station the other day, and I thought that was too much. But now the fact that everybody in Vancouver gonna be pulling out crack, like it's their wallet, is crazy.
Well, I feel like to each his own, right? And so, like, if liquor is legalized and cigarettes is legalized, then I feel like what else? Because liquor is like a horrible thing. Like cigarettes is a horrible thing. And so I feel like it's all on the same level for me. I
No
don't
one's selling their child for cigarettes, or
they are for alcohol.
hey man, you got 100.
They are for alcohol.
Well, I think that when people abuse things, that's when you have the extreme of what we're discussing. But I have met plenty of functional crackheads and functional cokeheads and functional everything. And if it doesn't have fentanyl, people would feel safer partying because then they know that they're not gonna die. So, we're losing the war on drugs. We've been losing the war on drugs. And I feel like if they can figure out a way to help the people so that they can stop dying, that's their prerogative.
I mean, I just think that it's a little sad that instead of, I don't know, creating more Betty Crocker centers or wherever they go, instead of that, y'all just
Betty
going,
Ford.
listen,
Betty Crocker.
okay?
Yeah.
Whoever named Betty, okay? There's no reason why, Betty White. That's what they need to call it because that's what y'all going to be doing in there. That white. It's crazy that they think that that's okay. I think that it's just tragic. We're going to have more dispensaries, then we have libraries. The kids going to be high as hell. They're not brushing their teeth no more. And now instead of you doing things that's going to help them, you going to go and legalize drugs in Canada, right? Canada?
Yes, in Vancouver.
And first of all, don't they have free health care? So I feel like they just, they going to cut off their nose despite their face. So now they're going to have mad crackheads in the hospitals because everybody's going to be overdosing and they're going to be wasting their free health care helping drug addicts.
They legalize drugs it's a state in America too where they decriminalized hard drugs. I think it's like Idaho or Oregon, one of those places that we don't visit. But shout out to them.
Idaho that think y'all should keep the drugs as drugs. Like stop only certain things, but crack, heroin, y'all bringing back all the whack stuff. Like only thing that should be legal right now is weed. Y'all can leave your ecstasy, your heroin, all those other drugs. Like
alcohol, your Newports, your prescription drugs that people
enough.
are dying from every day.
That's
all of that.
If y'all make everything not dangerous, what's danger? Like everybody just gonna be dead. Like y'all not. There's no line. Like y'all just erasing the line everywhere. Everybody gonna be doing lines, just snipping up all the lines. There's gonna be no more lines across because they're gonna be up everybody's nose. That
Well,
was
I
It's
will
weird
say,
to me.
uh,
No, go ahead, love.
what I will say is that when alcohol was illegal, there was a lot more, you know, wars. There was a lot more violence. There was a lot more death because it wasn't regulated. And when they legalized alcohol, when the government, added things to it, then it is what it is. What we have today. So I know that we're like, oh, if we legalize drugs, it get crazy, but maybe it wouldn't.
So you think maybe it's like that parent that when they tell their kids to smoke 17,000 packs of cigarettes, they end up quitting. Like maybe it's like, once we take away the thrill of the catch, or once we take away, then people not gonna want to do it no more. It's like dating an Aquarius. If you tell them don't cheat on you, they gonna cheat. But if you act like you cool, it don't matter, do whatever you want. The whole world, they're like, no, I want to be home with you. Because they gotta choose to not want to be like that. So maybe
Reverse
And I know
psychology.
it's
yeah.
Aquarius. It's Aquarius season, and I don't care. It's up for all y'all. I don't like y'all. Like I don't. No. I mean, as friends,
As
but I
friends,
don't like
as
you as
friends,
friends.
yeah.
Friend,
As friends.
if you
Uh,
don't have no money and you go out with an Aquarius, you're gonna have the fun of your life. But if you trying to marry them and do something serious, you're not gonna have no fun because they're gonna be having fun all up in your face and they're gonna be trying to play you like you stupid. They are massive manipulators, but they still good people. Shout out to my daughter's father. He an Aquarius. He's not with me.
no, no, no.
That's the person that he's with. I loved her. And shout out to you,
Yes.
Jasmine. Hold it down, sister. Don't
Shout
let
out
go.
to my shout out to my baby mom. She's an Aquarius, but yeah, no.
So
Ain't nothing
how can
Mm-mm.
all three of us have the same experience with this zodiac?
Because they are evil.
And shout out to the Aquariuses that's watching because I know that there's some people who may go against the mold, and it's not like that. I didn't even talk to them prior to this, and the first heartbreak I ever had was an Aquarius. Big liar. The sky is green, and I'm sitting there like, but I see it. No, it's green and dead ass with a straight face. So,
they won't even
wow.
tell you that it's green. They gonna say, I feel like it's green. So even though it's blue, it's like, but I told you how I felt. So now you gotta either handle it accordingly and act like the sky is green, or if you feel like it's blue, then you need to go somewhere else. Like I already told you what color I thought it was. So it's like I told you I thought we was single. So even though I'm acting like we was in a relationship, I told you the
Yeah,
sky
yeah, yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
matter me
yeah,
acting
yeah,
like the sky is blue. It don't matter that no, I said it was green in my mind. If
yeah,
you're an Aquarius
yeah.
right now, drop your birthday in the comment box. We
If
want
you're
to.
an Aquarius right now, drop yourself in the garbage can.
No, no, no. Stop, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. We accept
You're
cash.
trash. You're trash. You're glad trash, okay? You're
No,
glad trash.
no.
You don't even come with a scent. They don't even put the new lemon scent on y'all. You just
No.
original. You're just an
I
original
don't
black
agree.
trash bag.
I don't agree. I don't agree. You guys are good people, just not in relationships.
No, yeah,
And
they're great friends.
yeah,
Yeah, they're great. They're great friends. The best of friends. But you get in a relationship,
it's up.
that.
Yo, and if you want to donate to the BEC show, that is $ BEC show. Even if you are an Aquarius, you can give us some money to change our opinion.
And also to those of you that do donate to the cause on a following episode, we will give you a shout out just in the subject box. Let us know the name you want us to shout out, and we will do such. Okay. And also, if you're watching this show and you follow us on Instagram, make sure you are also following the BEC show because we want to shout you out. Hit up one of the pictures, say, I'm watching right now on the new platform, and we're gonna shout you out on a future episode because we want
Shout
to
you out.
to you for showing love to us, and shout out to our kitchen, Doug Kitchen, everybody in the kitchen. Lady Luck, shout them out. They love your voice.
Shout out to the kitchen, the BDBs in the kitchen. No, we got Overflow in the kitchen. We got Star Fearless in the kitchen. We got Brina Beats. Brina Beats is at the register. She's not even in the kitchen.
She done moved on up.
So shout out to everybody in the bodega. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all.
Yes, and Bab, she has a battle coming up very soon. Let the people know because it's like a new kind of system that you starting. Are you scouting new battle girls? Like what's happening?
I'm always scouting. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been putting on new artists for 13 years, so the scouts never change. But I'm doing a new division of Queen of the Ring called the Dungeon. I'm very excited about it. I'm bringing it back to the small rooms, what battle rap used to be. And it's just, a different type of energy when you're in a small type of room. It's a different type of energy, and that's just what I'm built off of. And so the first event for the Dungeon is February 11th. We live in New York City. It's a lit situation. Pull up, pull up, pull up, because like I said, it's a small room and it's limited space. So if you're not there on time and you try to come in late, it's just not going to be happening because there's no space.
I'm definitely gonna pull up, but I'm pulling up like casing the room because I might want to do one. So I want to see how it fares. I want to see what it looking like. Because right now I am the undefeated comedic battle champ. Because the first ever battle that was done in Carolines, I won. So I didn't want to, ask Babs that put me on. I wanted to see what it was hitting for first because I'm sensitive. And I don't want to be out here trying to scratch somebody's eye out because y'all some rude ass bitches and y'all gonna try to tap in with my friends and find out my old business. And the Lady Luck gonna tell you some old scandalous shit that happened back in the day because she mad. And then you gonna
Why
be
would see how you see? You see how you ain't. Cause I was gonna sit here and have your back and say, listen, when you called me with your raps,
see, but
that I told you.
for you.
But no, but now you bitch, and now you're right. Whoever's battling
You
her,
gonna do
now
it.
she's right. She spoke it up into the universe, okay? Because I had her back. All right. But now I don't.
You're gonna have my back. You better be
I,
there. You
I've
better.
been trying to get her to come battle. I wanted her on this card, and she was like, battle?
That's why
Like,
sometimes look. I'm coming to look at it.
yeah.
I want to see. I want to see what it's hitting for. Cause I told you, I don't know how. When I watch Luck and certain things that be doing, I'm like, how did you let them? Because they look like they just be all up in people's face. But there is a battle where Luck blew smoke in somebody's face. So
And
it's
you
like,
gotta understand, I practiced that. Like I had to make sure, cause I knew she was gonna come in my face. Before when I was battling, we always had space with each other. From the era I'm in, I started with a pool table. Then we on opposite sides of the stage. But I knew that these new class of people were disrespectful, so I made sure that I charged that thing that night. And then we had sessions in the house where I knew how long to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Hold it real close. So if you watch the footage, you watch it back, you see me holding it and I was ready for her. I knew she was coming, so I took a real deep. And then as soon as she came, you could tell I practiced. I said, you know, because that was one of my props. Because I
that's
knew
fire.
I knew she was coming. Pause.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I feel like these
Now,
new.
when you are OG, you know what that is because I said that shit. I said Luck did that shit on purpose, but I thought she was trying to get her upset. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, she fell for it. Shout out to official because I was like, damn, you fell for the trap. Like I knew it was done on purpose. I said she tried to get her out of her bag, like, and she fell for it because she was tight.
And you know what else I don't like? I don't like bullshit with this battle rap thing. Now I don't mean to go off on this, but for one, it's not fair. The discriminatory outlook, okay, I'm trying to sound like Ti, that the battle rap fans have against rappers who had a deal. Cause even my girlfriend does it to me, and it's not right. She was like, "Yo, you took too long when you drank your water when you battled Miss Hustle," and I literally said like this and rapped. I've watched people stop, open the bottle of
Yo,
water, look
facts.
at the crowd, go take a phone call, and come back. But if somebody like Cassidy did it, or somebody like, Freeway, oh my God, bro, you need water. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. Another thing that I don't find fair with this new rap battle thing is that in my day, if we in the building and I beat your ass in the building, everybody felt my energy. Everybody was there. Oh my God, it was crazy. They don't go home and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like watching Michael Jackson in concert. If I'm there, I'ma pass out. But if I'm at home watching Michael Jackson on YouTube, I'm not gonna pass out. I see this. This is a nice concert. Ooh, but you gotta be there to feel the energy. My gonna tell me I lost a battle. I said you wasn't there. You wasn't in Chicago when they stopped and they said my lyrics. When I was debatable, I don't even hear that word. Or when I was there with Miss Hustle and the people voted, I won. I don't want to hear this behind the I won. You had to be there. So no, that's what I don't feel. I just wanted to get that off of my double D's and triple D's because I've been eating. But I just wanted to let y'all know that it's not fair how y'all treat us.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't think. Well, uh, you might be right. You definitely might be right when it comes to that.
It's not
But
fair.
it is a different time where you can win in the building and then lose on footage. A
It's
lot
crazy.
of times, and it be like that because a lot of times the crowd be gassed. They be gassing shit, and then when you really sit back, it's like listening to something twice. You know what I'm saying? The first time you hear it, you might not. You might be in a different space, so you ain't really sitting there, really focusing. But when you home
No.
and you watching the movie, when you ain't got people in the audience like, oh shit, being all loud and when you home, you might see things that you missed in the movie because you looked over to your girl or your man. It was like, oh, baby, or whatever. Somebody cracked a joke and you started laughing, and part of the movie still going.
Brooklyn
So
Babs,
you
Brooklyn
don't
Babs
realize
Bunny.
it.
Brooklyn
Then you
Babs
get
Bunny.
home and you watch it. You like, oh, but
Brooklyn
and now you
Babs
really
Bunny.
focusing.
Two things. Two
So
things. Brooklyn Babs Bunny. One, when you watch a comedy show at home, that don't be that funny. But if you was in that building and you felt that energy, and then second thing, I'm from an era where I am an MC. I move the crowd. You understand what I'm saying? So
mhm.
that's where I'm from. I don't move the video. I don't.
You right about that. And so with that, I think you stand on that. But I'm just saying what it is now, it's a new era. And so you're gonna either stand on the era you from or you gonna move with the new
Yo,
era.
don't you
And then
ever, yo, I will come to Texas and fight you. Don't you ever try to make me old school. Don't you ever,
I'm
yo,
old school. I'm
nah,
from
bro,
your era.
nah. I
I'm
just want
from
rap.
your era. That
Ah,
don't mean we
body
gonna
yada
kill
ya.
it. That
I know
don't mean
all
you
the new stuff,
that don't
man.
mean you not gonna kill it in the building and on camera. It don't mean that. I'm just saying that now you got to win in two places instead of one. That's all.
I'm whatever. You say that shit
It's
because you
like
run the
Cloud
league.
Tower. I gotta watch it twice. I always gotta watch.
But for me, I'm telling you, I go by who won in the building. If I'm there, if I'm actually
I
there,
know. I
I'm
was
gonna
with
go
you.
by who won in the building. But if I'm not there,
She
and
was
the
there
only
with me. We
time
was
I'm
popping
watching
champagne. She told me I wasn't excited enough.
yes, but the only time that I can't judge from being in the building is if I'm not in the building. And so, like you said, your girl wasn't there.
She
She's
wasn't
only
there.
watching from YouTube. She
Oh,
wasn't, so she could only give her opinion based off of what she's seen.
that's right.
So
You had to
I've
be there to
I,
feel Michael Jackson.
yes, you have to.
All
Does that
right.
cause arguments when she tells you that she doesn't feel like you won? Like, does that make you feel some kind of way, or you just take it on the chin? No freaky.
Um, no, like hurt my feelings. Like, ow.
Like, do you get upset? Does it make you feel like you need to?
No. No. I'm the so it's like, you with it or not. I love you, you love me. Like, she loves me with like no wigs on and stuff. So she's with Chanel. You know what I'm saying? Lady Luck has been here for a very, very long time, and I'm solidified myself. So some people, that might not be your cup of tea, but we like each other good. So
Well,
All
speaking of
right.
treating each other good, if you F with the BEC show, show some love and some support. All you have to do is one of two things. Well, you should do both things, actually. Our Cash App is $ BEC show, and our Patreon is the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show. Show love to both of those, and we will give you a shout out on a future episode. And shout out to Lady Luck's girlfriend for being honest about her opinion. She's gonna serve it up raw and dish that dirt the same way we do right here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese show. So thank you for supporting us. Now, Lady Luck, what's our next hot topic?
well, the next hot topic is, speaking of girlfriends pissing you off, Carisha is in the news now, or the blogs now, because she says she likes golden showers from PEE Diddy. Now, I think that was something that these girls is out of control. Her, Glorilla, everybody's just saying anything that comes to their mind.
Glorilla
And
said that she'd like to be peed on.
no, Glorilla says something else. We'll get to her ignorant ass next.
Nut, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like they have Tourette's out here now. They're just saying anything. And then now, the girl Amara, with Negro, whatever, from Love and Hip Hop, she says she too. What's her name?
Kamala La Negra.
Whatever. She said she said she too enjoys golden showers, and I guess this is what they're saying. So now the young girls who are interested, they're gonna go check it out and say, "Ooh, what's this?" Now everybody is gonna be R. Kelly and each other. So
Send me R. Kelly out of jail at this point.
yeah, it's
Somebody
like, it's
said
not
that
fair.
R. Kelly was in jail and he was like, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do
Crazy. Nah,
it.
you
Oh
know,
my
um, you know,
God, B.
like some people are into that stuff. You know what I mean? Some people are into that stuff.
I'm gonna say to each his own, but I'm gonna say we in a world where I guess there's no more TMI, and I just think for a Negra, a Lyra, whatever her name
A
is,
Negro.
a Negro. I think that her just having these two daughters, these two beautiful twin daughters, and then going on live and saying that she like for a dude to piss on her. Like this is crazy. And this is gonna be up like, this is gonna be up. And I don't know if these girls care about what they children. I can't imagine watching a video of my mother saying that she like for my dad or some other random dude to piss on her. I don't care to know that. And like that
Now,
I
in
get
order for
uncomfortable.
Amara La Negra to have had those twins, she had to shit on her because the man that she had those babies with was actually married to her ex-boyfriend. So, I mean, who cares if they see a video of her mother saying how they got here? And
it's cool when they do it. It's a
right,
problem when I do it.
I get uncomfortable when me and my mom is just talking regular and she's revealing things now because I'm an adult. So like you said, I can imagine if I saw a video, I would be like, did you have to, like, did you get a check to tell these people that? Like, did it make you more, you know what I'm saying? Like Carisha, she's on her show. That's her thing. But anybody else following up, like, yeah, I enjoy it too. Me too. Go sit down.
It was no reason for you. You could have said that to your friends, boo. Why did you feel the need to tell the world that? Like everybody got friends. Call your friends. Like I would have called Lady Luck. I would have called Listen and say, yo, Young Miami wildin', but I like that though. I like being peed on. I'm not gonna go and turn on my live and tell all these random people this is I don't know what's
And
going
you didn't
on.
call me and tell me that either.
I sure didn't. But If I wanted to share something like that, I'm going to share it with people that I know. I'm not going to share it with people that I don't know. I'm just like, what is happening here?
Where
Like,
where do they where do they pee on each other at? Like, is it in the? Cause I tell you, one time I dated a girl. She was into that shit. I said, all right, fine. We in the shower, and I said on my leg. You know what I'm saying? Like on the, over there. You know what I'm saying? But like these, you know what I'm saying? I was 21. You know,
it's
but
cool
it's
when
in
they
the
do it.
shower.
It's a
But
problem when
you
I do
understand,
it.
like,
Like, you have to
do they
put a
go?
cart
Do they
down.
do it in the shower, or is like, is it in the bed? Is it like, where are you urinating, man?
Listen, at the end of the day, I think
Where?
that it's degrading
Yeah,
for
I just said
you to let a man, pull his penis out and pee on you, pee
Now,
on
is
your
it before
face.
or after? Like, is it after sex? Is it
I
before?
don't know, but what are they eating? What are they drinking? You
I
got
hope you
Henny
gotta
piss
have
on you? You got Henny piss or alkaline water
And
on
black
you?
and
What
mild.
kind of pee? You got that dark yellow pee on you? Or is it clear
Diddy got
pee?
that deli
What
on,
is,
you heard?
yeah,
That's
what kind of
sclerosis.
pee is it? Like,
Now,
is
time
it
out,
like
time
the
out.
pee could
There's
be
a
sick
difference.
pee?
There's a difference between Diddy peeing on you and Ray Ray peeing on you. You know
I
what
don't
I'm
want
saying?
either one of those. And not for nothing, I feel like she was just trying to get ahead of a story. Like I feel like it was potential that maybe this Diddy peeing on Diddy already shit on Young Miami, so she had to let people know he was pissing on her too. Like he having a baby on you, you holding up signs at award shows, just out here looking crazy. I honestly feel like it's clickbait, especially when Amala La Negra agreed on it. She ain't had a hit since that man hit her up with them two babies. So in order to get people to talk about her, she had to say that she liked to get peed on just like Young Miami. And the same thing for Young Miami. Sis, do you know where a studio is? Like, can you go link up with the other girl again and do a song? Because you really are acting up. And we haven't had a hit since Turkulator, and that was kind of dry. So yeah, I feel like they're just saying all these
Where
things to keep people talking about them.
where
This
are
is
they peeing on each other at is what I want to
I
know.
don't know. Trina asked her, "Do you like them to pee everywhere?" And she said, "Yes." So I guess she said all over. She said yes. So at the end of the day, that's for her. That's like, yo. At the end of the day, man.
Nah, in your
All I
hair.
want to know, listen, and what you said is a difference between Ray Ray and P. Diddy peeing on you. No, what the difference is, what Ray Ray and P. Diddy is drinking. If they both drinking Casamigos, then you have Casamigo pee on you. If they both drinking Hennessy and they both, like, not eating the right stuff, then you have unhealthy piss on
So,
you.
so
Like,
you let
you
like a
don't have,
Marion. So like
you
it's a
don't got
difference between P Diddy and a
Fiji.
Marion. So like you
That's
let a Marion
alkaline,
pee on you.
Fiji.
Yes.
I mean, yo, it depends. Like, what are you putting in your body? You don't even care. You have yellow dark. Like, yo, this is crazy,
So
B.
you let a
Nah.
vegan pee on you, like
I mean, somebody, do they drink soda?
like Flow
You
Rider,
got
like
you
Flow
got
Rider.
Pepsi. You got Pepsi piss on you.
you let Flow Rider and all of them come in there. Yeah, y'all look crazy, man.
Honestly feel like it was just clickbait. I don't really feel like Young Miami, Carisha. I feel like she just knows what to say to keep people talking, what to do, what to wear, how to dress. Like she just knows how to.
You have to be intoxicated, first of all, to either do it or want to do it at that moment, right? And so it's not clear urine. It's not Fiji. It's not clear urine, B. That shit is Henny. It's probably don't let it be a mixture of alcohols. You got a Long Island iced TP. Like, that's crazy, B. Like, no.
So Bunny, you didn't answer me like, so like you like a Flow Rider or like a Marion, like somebody who like takes care of their body, you might like consider it.
I'm saying, yeah, if it was my thing, but it's not my thing. But if it was my
Well,
thing for the vegan urine, I'm not going for the dude that just ate the cheeseburger and just drank mad Henny and Casamigos, and like they urine is mad dark and yellow and it's strong. It smell like alcohol. I'm like, no.
Well,
I think two girls in one cup.
okay, now
I
that's
just
okay.
say don't do it. It's degrading to have somebody pee on you. But if it is your thing and it turns you on, I just think that you should keep it amongst your circle. I don't think you should go on live and broadcast that you like to get pissed on unless you selling something. Like, like you selling, like you're promoting that, hey, pay me. You could pee on me if you pay. I don't know. I just don't like it's just crazy.
Well, speaking of crazy, a woman is in the news right now from going viral because she was dating a man, and I guess she was so enamored by him. He's 6'6". He is handsome, and she said that they were inseparable. Now she said there was some red flags because all summer long he would wear pants and he limped when he walked, and he didn't really like going to basketball games. So then one day she said that she was looking at the pictures, and then she realized that something was off, and she told her friends she think her boyfriend has one leg. For 3 months she dated this man and did not know that he only had one leg. When she approached him about it, he said he had polio and that's why the leg was. Everybody's going to hell. Anybody, right? Everybody's going to hell right now. Anybody laughing? You're going to hell. I'm just letting you know. But for 3 months, she dated this man and didn't know he only had one leg.
How he was getting around with like what was he using as a he had like a
A prosthetic leg.
prosthetic leg?
Hmm. And
He probably had
apparently,
a third leg. That's why she didn't know.
yeah.
Cause he
And
got that third leg, baby. You
yo,
be stigmatized. You can't even tell legs, feet, what extremities other than that. BDE. He had that BDE clearly.
well, apparently there are other people who have experienced this as well. There's another person who was with somebody for 3 months. No, that girl was with her boyfriend for 6 months
Oh,
and
sick.
didn't know. And then they dated some more and they were very in love. And then she went to college and they broke up. But somebody else said that they was with somebody for 3 months and didn't realize they had a baby hand. And somebody said they went through an entire night and it was with a girl who had they didn't realize
Wait, what? You're annoying. What?
this is a horrible story. And somebody else said that they feel bad because they was getting drunk and partying with a girl all night long and didn't realize that she only had one arm, and they hugged and everything. So
Nah.
Yo, did you? I don't know if you used to watch the show on HBO, Curb Your Enthusiasm, but it was an episode where he was at a restaurant, like a diner, and the girl, she was looking at him, and he looking at her. And he went over there to talk to her, and he bags her, take her number, and asks her on a date, plans a date, and everything. And then when he went to get up, and then she came from behind the table, she was in a wheelchair. And so he never noticed it because she was sitting behind the table. It's like he never noticed. And even when you're watching it, you can't even see it until she moved. And then, yo, one of the funniest episodes ever, yo, because he still took her out on a date and he didn't really want to, but he did it because, he already planned to. But when he went out and then, like, they went to a place that he normally couldn't get into, and then he was able to get in because she was in a wheelchair, and he realized they was getting into all these places. They didn't have to wait on no lines. Like, yo, he really started like, oh shit, like, yo, and then he started really trying to because of that. Like, yo,
that's
you have
horrible.
to find this
That's
episode. It was
horrible.
hilarious, B.
Yo, on the low, my mom's I got very upset with her when we was going to DR and she told me she wanted a wheelchair at the airport. I got so mad. Let me tell you something. Get you a wheelchair. We ain't have to wait at customs. We ain't have to. I'm with her. I'm with her. Okay,
Yeah.
wheelchair's the lick. But no, there was a guy, and when I was in 8th grade, you know how new kids come to your school, and I think his name is Frederick or something. I know it's Freddie or something like that. He was gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. And I'm not gonna tell this story. I don't want to go to hell.
Yeah, don't tell this story.
No, I'm
But
gonna tell
shout
it. I'm
out.
gonna tell it. He's fine as hell. But at lunchtime, we noticed that he ran a little different from the other kids. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think nothing of it. All the girls was liking this boy, everybody. And he was deaf, we found out, you know.
Wait, it's you saying he ran different from me.
Well, I don't know if you watched the new season of The Circle on Netflix, but that's one of my favorite show. And one of the girls that was on the show as a contestant, her name is Raven, and she's deaf. And she says she comes from, I think, 3 or 4 generations of deaf people in her family. And it amazed me because I was like, wow, it's like whole deaf families. So I went and Googled it. And then it really was. And then I seen this like trailer of this. I guess they was trying to pitch a reality show, and it was a guy who he's the only child that can hear. His whole family is deaf. He's the only one that could hear in the family. So I think stories like that is interesting. I
No,
still want to know.
Babs had me looking at a deaf stripper on Pigo.
Yeah,
You're
she was
annoying.
bad too. She was cute, and then when she was a lesbian, and when she would talk sometimes, like it would sound crazy, but she looked good, and she had mad people. She was getting bread on Bigo,
I have
like
a question because you
What?
watched the documentary. So the deaf family, like, like when the baby's crying, like, do they have a light that flashes? That's like, how do they know?
that. I didn't know. I gotta do my research on that to find out. Like
And
I don't know
Can we
how
get
that
out of
how
here?
that.
Can we get out of here,
then
please?
you be the only noisy one in
Please.
your family, like everybody deaf. You just banging on pots. He probably had a fun childhood. He was doing whatever he wanted, just running amok, just yelling. Like his parents never told him to be quiet. Like he had
Okay.
a childhood. But
Before we
experiencing any type of disability, whether it
No,
is
we're not making fun of nobody.
visual, we are standing with you, sitting with you, listening to you, all of those things. Please understand that that was just us having a moment. We do not discriminate against anyone here on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. We hate you all equally.
Yes. Now, real quick before we get out of here, I can't go into a full bunny tail, but I wanted to share with you ladies the story that I seen yesterday, which was insane to me. So it's these 2 girls, black girls. They grew up with each other. They knew each other from kindergarten, and then they come from trouble homes. Both of them had got put in the foster care system and all of this stuff, but both of them had babies at young ages, and then one of them had, I think, 2 daughters, and the other one had 3 kids, and she was pregnant with her 4th child. She was like, I think, 7 months pregnant. But then her friend told her, "Oh, I'm pregnant too," right? And so she was happy or whatever. Long story short, she was lying. She was not pregnant. Her man was away in the Navy, and she was trying to get him to come back. She was faking like she was pregnant. And then one day she went to the hospital and said, "Oh, she gave birth to a stillborn." The doctors wanted to check her. She would not let them check her or whatever. They checked the baby or whatever, and then they released her. They let her go from the hospital. She left because they didn't check her or anything. She refused, so she left. And then she confessed to her boyfriend because her boyfriend came. She told her boyfriend she had the baby and the baby died. So her boyfriend came, and then she told her boyfriend that she actually killed her best friend and cut the baby out of her, and that was her best friend baby. But let me tell you what else I'm forgetting real quick. They had a funeral for this child. They had a funeral for this child. So this was after the funeral. She tells her boyfriend, like, "Yo, listen, this is not your kid or my kid, blah blah blah." The best
Oh
friend
my
was
god.
Yes, the best friend was missing. And so the boyfriend called the cops or whatever. They came, they got her, and then she told what happened. She said that she went to the friend house, and she basically hit her over the head with something. mad times till she knocked her out. Then she dragged her into the bathtub, and then the girl woke up. She hit her in the head again, knocked her out again. Then took the surgical knife because she had ordered the surgical kit 3 days before. Cut her open in the tub, took the baby out of her, and the girl was still alive. She didn't die from. She didn't pass from that. She passed from bleeding out because she left her there. And then that's when the baby had passed, and so she took the baby to the hospital. But now they're looking for this girl kids. They like, yo, where's her kids? She had 3 kids. They cannot find her children. And so she finally confessed that she bodied the kids too. So 3 days after she took the baby from the mother womb, the kids was at, I think, they dad house. They was somewhere. But she went there. They know her. This is a family friend. Remember, they've been friends since kindergarten. She went to wherever the kids was and said that the mother, her friend, told her to pick the kids up. So they gave her the kids because she always would watch the kids. And she took the kids to their mother's house where she bodied their mother and drowned each one of them one by one in the same bathtub their mother passed away in. And so then she put the kids were still in the house. Now the crazy part is the day before she confessed, the cops was at the house looking around in the house. The kids was there. She put one of the kids in the washing machine. She put another kid in the dryer, and then another kid was somewhere else. And so when they went back to the house, they after she told, they look in the washing machine and dry, and they find the kids in there, y'all. Like, this is like, y'all, crazy. Any other time I would have detailed it, but it's just, the story was just so crazy. I just, like, I gotta tell y'all now what I seen yesterday. Let me tell y'all what I seen. Like, I don't remember where they was from. I gotta go back and remember, find that out. I don't remember where they was from. I don't remember their names. I know they was in their 20s. They were in their 20s. They were black girls, and they grew up together.
I would
Yeah.
have lost that bet. I would have lost that bet.
Yo, you know
Oh,
I'm about to ask you which side of the hand color.
oh, I would have lost that bet.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's sick. Because why go get the kids?
They said they still don't know what the motive was for that. She hasn't told what the motive was for that. They still don't know. But the motive for doing that to her friend is that she was trying to get her boyfriend to come back from the Navy.
That's not even the motive. I wouldn't even
I'm not
take that
accepting
as
that.
a motive.
It's giving
Yeah.
jealousy. It's giving hater.
Yeah, I would just say I got possessed by the devil because that motive is not.
And it could have kind of been jealousy because, like, if you see them, yeah, they look completely different. Like, so it could have been jealousy.
I was just watching the Selena story, and we know about Selena, so much. But I was watching it on Reels, and it was just speaking about how that lady was crazy. Like, she stole bread first, and Selena was like, "Well, you gotta go," and she was like, "All right." And then the day that she was supposed to get fired, she called her over to the room, like, to act like she was giving her some stuff. And then when Selena was getting ready to leave, she shot her. And then the bitch ran, and she shot her, hit her again, and then waited calmly when the police were there. I was reading the story about the guy who killed John Lennon.
He was a fan.
Yo, crazy. The guy was crazy. Like, he got upset because John Lennon had this song, saying like, what if there's no God, and there's what if all the people, that song. I mean, he was outside the building. He got an autograph earlier that day. Spoke to his son, told his son how good he's looking. He was hanging at the building all day. And then when the guy come back, he said John looked at him like he recognized him from earlier, and he just took, and it's just like,
The same thing with the guy who killed Versace. What was his name?
Andrew
Anna,
Cunanan, yeah.
Andrew Cunanan. Like, yo, and then I just seen something a few months ago about Sam Cooke, the Sam Cooke murder. Like, that story is crazy. Like, and he was lined up by a chick. And then it was back in that time where she was able to lie, and she didn't get no time, and because he was black, and then like yo, it's crazy. It's
That
foul. It's
happened with
foul. It's foul.
both of the actors in LA. The one
Thinking
from the
about that
Steve
murder.
Harvey show.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Yeah, Santana.
Ellen Santana.
He got lined up by Chicks 15, and like I remember not too long ago, a couple years ago, everybody found her on Instagram and they was going in on her page. And yeah, it's real scary out here. I remember a story with a girl who was on American Idol, a little white girl, and she's just in Orlando someplace and just signing autographs, just happy to be on. And somebody just come, just like, hey, you know what I mean? It's yeah, and she ain't have no beef with nobody in the whole world. So it's really scary out here, ladies and gentlemen. You got, especially when you're in the entertainment field, you never know when somebody, not even entertainment, because we was just talking about some regular with some babies. So
Listen, when I was on the road, when I was on tour, when I was signing Bad Boy, I remember security telling me, Babs, you can't do that. A fan will hurt you. A fan could hurt you too. Because I used to be like, yo, I don't care. I'm touching my fans. That was I would say that all the time. I'm touching my fans. I don't care what nobody say. I walk out the building, it's a mob of people, and security would be tight because I would damn near dive into the crowd. Oh, soon as they be like, Babs, I'm like, yeah, going crazy. And then they like, yo, you can't do that. I used to be flipping, like, I don't care. I'm touching my fans. I don't know what y'all talking about. I would run through the crowd with my hand like, and they would go crazy. Like, and then I would hug people. And my security would tell me, you cannot do that. Like, they would be so scared. Like, when I would go to hug people and they would be like, oh, like, and they would be like, Babs, a fan could hurt you. Like, yeah, you go hug somebody and they, you know what I mean? Like, no.
Right.
I didn't know. I get it now, but at that time, you don't know. I'm so young. I'm just excited, and they like Babs, and I'm like, hey, and my security is like, nay, no, you don't, you don't do that. Like, mm-mm.
I mean,
So yeah, like,
I've been blessed to not have no like crazy situations, but I've had met crazy people online. Definitely online is an
yes,
even scarier place.
Like you
yes,
meet people from online? You mean or
No, like, people online. Like, I had one guy tell me that he saw my mother at the light and she rolled her eyes at him, and he saw me too, and we completely ignored him. And like, he was in a part of New Jersey that we don't even frequent. So I said, nah, it wasn't us. And he was dead ass serious, and start sending people emails, and like, hitting other people up. I mean, I've met some crazy, we know some people we've met online. We're cool with them now, but I've I've had some situations happen online.
yes. Online could get crazy. Shout out to the crazies
Real-
online. And one of these episodes soon, I'm gonna address, like, the, I don't know if it's the rise or maybe just more notoriety on all of these guys out here, often they girlfriends, they wives. Like, it's just, I'm just seeing so much of it every day. It's another story or two or three stories in the same day about a dude offering a chick that didn't want to be with him anymore. And I don't know what's going on out here. And it's from all different races, different ages. It's just like, yeah, ladies, it's a dangerous time because these dudes out here are wild. And I don't want to say all dudes, but I'm just saying the numbers that I'm seeing with this, with orphan, is getting insane. So I want to address that on these
it's
shows.
whether it's in relationship and you breaking up with them. I've been reading that a lot, and you don't want to be with them anymore. I've read about that. And I've also heard about girls who didn't want to talk to the person, and the person didn't take kindly to that. It's real scary. You got to be cool. You give somebody a number, they call right then and there. You can't be the wrong number, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even ignore people nowadays. You just got to tell them that you gay or
Just don't
something.
give nobody a number. Just tell them to hit you on social media. So at all these social media platforms have FaceTimes. and cameras and phones too. So there's no need to give anybody your direct cell phone number anymore. Like, hit me on Facebook, hit me on Instagram, like, and that's just it.
They'll curse you out in the street though too. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes when the men try to holler at you and then if you don't smile back or say something back, then they'll start cursing you out. Like,
Yeah, they've been doing that. I remember when I was growing up, I seen girls, my boys throw bottles at chicks.
it
And I
starts
used to be
yeah,
like,
they
yo, oh, F you, you ain't all of that. I remember one girl, I felt so bad at her. They just went in the trash. They was just bombing her with bottles. And I just was like, yo, y'all wildin'. Like, listen, mm-mm, mm,
so it
yeah.
starts there and then it turns into people like these insecure men that are offing people, as you said. So
I don't know what's going on with their generation, period. Like I've seen a video recently online and the guy was cursing the girl out. He flew out of town, they had nice dinners and all that, and she didn't want to be intimate with him. And he was very upset, so he started filming what was going on. And I just know that if you fly a girl out of town, you already know what's going on. You're expecting. And when you get there, I said his energy might have been off. He turned her off. It was something corny that he did for the girl. You know what I mean? Because you
Mm-hmm.
ain't even got to spend all that money if you just got the right energy. She gonna throw it at you. But who's raising these guys now? Where they'll get online and start exposing people and crying about it. You know. We living in a different era. A lot of these guys that came from single homes, if or their dads was, because I don't know what's going on out here in these streets, but just be careful.
hmm
Yo, speaking of being careful, really quick before we get out of here, I don't know if y'all saw the video with Young Thug. He's in court, and his friend is in the back, his co-defendant at that, and he walks up to him and just gives him a pound and walks off, and then the police walk over and they found out that he passed him a Percocet. And then when they take the co-defendant in the back room, he has Percocet, he has cocaine, he has marijuana and tobacco. So I mean, if anybody is trying to go to jail any longer, if I'm Young Thug, I would say it was a setup.
I
These
would have been like,
people,
hey, as soon as he gave it to me, I would have dropped it. Hey, 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 what is this?
yeah, he didn't even have time to do it because soon as he gave him the pound, the police turned around right
Yeah,
away and he
I
just
would
passed
just
it
said
to
I
them.
don't know. I didn't know he was doing that. I didn't know.
Yo, I would have stood up like I saw the devil. Oh no, Satan! Not in the courtroom. Not in the courtroom. Oh man, like not on the RICO charge. Like
Oh well, he must have popped one before he did that. So
speaking of pops, before we go, they're saying that Chrisean is going to be popping a baby out soon. So Chrisean announced that she is pregnant by Blueface, and Black Twitter went awry. Like, people were just saying that, ATS should be called immediately after the baby's born. They were just saying that it's crazy that because Blueface took to his social media to say that she was pregnant by somebody else. So yeah, that's just like what's happening between them two. Do y'all think that it's a blessing in disguise? Like maybe this baby will help Chrisean to be more mature and it'll help Blueface to, I don't know.
I
I
hate that
think
this the
every
time we live in. His mother came out and said, "Won't you show them the papers that you got a vasectomy?" So now they're claiming that she can't be pregnant by him because he had a vasectomy.
that's his baby. It's giving me Stevie J and Jocelyn. And Stevie J said that that wasn't his kid when she got pregnant, and it turned out to be his kid. That little girl just looks just like him, and so I don't think that if the story is real, I don't think she's capping about him being a dad and all of that. He talking about she had 10 kids and all of that stuff. I don't believe it.
She said that this is not, she had multiple abortions for him before. Um, I just hate that this is where we are as a society. All right, we out of here.